So I read his book called Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson, and I became really fascinated with the person Steve Jobs. What I was most moved by was his ability to go within his mind and have a thought in his mind and to be able to bring that thought to existence, from mind to real, simply based off of willpower, his intelligence to bring that thought to existence. The second thing that I was really impressed by was his ability to get the most out of other people. So with that said, I started to shape my thinking around some of the things that Steve Jobs was saying. Like the idea that he says that about passion, he says that we have to be passionate about what it is that we do. Because if you're not passionate about what you do, then when it going gets tough, you're gonna quit. It's gonna be so hard that if you're not loving what it is that you're doing, not passionate about what you're doing, you'll quit. And I get that, I understand that. And I started to think that same way about how it applied to me as well. But what I found is it did not apply to me that way. I didn't have a passion and love for freight brokering. I just realized that over about the last year and a half, I don't really have a passion, a love for freight brokering. But there is something that I'm very passionate about, and it has been key to my success over the last 5 years. I want to share that with you today in this video. So stay tuned. So before I go any further, it's Memorial Day. And what we celebrate here on Memorial Day is those that have given their lives, who have made that ultimate sacrifice for love of country. And we talk about love of country. We say how patriotic we are. But there's a big difference in saying that I'm patriotic and then serving your country and then making an even greater sacrifice, serving your country and then giving your life for your country. There's a difference between that. And I'm not saying or trying to take anything away from those who say I love country, because I'm sure many of them love their country. But there's a difference, and we have to recognize that difference between saying you love something and then serving what you say you love and then dying for what you say you love. So today I want to say thank you for those that have made the ultimate sacrifice. Happy Memorial Day, and we all should recognize and say thank you for those that have made that sacrifice, because they are the reason, we are the reasons that we have the lives and the safety, the convenience of living the American life that we all live. We have that because of people who've given their lives and continue to give their lives for this great country. So thank you. Okay, so before we get started, I have a big ask. If you like the content, please smash that like button, annihilate that like button, make the like button turn blue. We would certainly appreciate it. What it does for us, it allows for our video to be seen by more viewers the more likes we have. So we would certainly appreciate it if you like the content, to smash that like button. Also, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. What that will do is allow me to get one step closer to achieving my goal of 100,000 subscribers. I would certainly appreciate it. Last but not least, just hit that notification bell and you'll be notified every time I release a new video. See you inside. Okay, so wait a minute, Brandon. I want to make sure that I heard you correctly. Did you say at the opening of this video that you are not passionate about brokering freight? Is that what you said?
Yes. You did hear me say that I'm not necessarily passionate about brokering freight. And the good news is you don't have to be. You see, I bought into the idea that a prerequisite for success was one had to be passionate, had to have a real love for what it is that they were doing in order to be successful. And I was so taken by this idea that I convinced myself that I was passionate about brokering freight. But what I've realized over the last year and a half, almost 2 years now, is that I'm not really passionate about brokering freight at all. But I am passionate about something. I'm passionate about building business. I'm passionate about being in control of my own time. I'm passionate about employing myself. And I'm definitely passionate about making money. Freight brokering is just a vehicle to get me to where I want to go. And of course, in good order, we have to make sure that that vehicle is well maintained. I'm going to make sure that it has the best gas in it. I'm going to make sure that it has synthetic oil in it. I'm going to make sure that I change the oil every so often to make sure that it has what it needs to run at tip-top shape so it can continue to produce. Here's a quick example of not really having a love for something, but having an understanding that if I want to extract from this whatever it is that I want to get from it, I have to be willing to go through some things that I may not necessarily want to go through. I don't really like reading. It takes a lot of my time because in order for me to read something and get a good understanding, I have to read it several different times because my mind wanders. And when it wanders, I have to go back and read that page again. So I don't really like reading. But I like what comes from reading. I like the knowledge that comes from reading. So I am an avid reader, even though I don't like doing it. You get what I'm saying? So even though I don't have a love for broker and freight, I love what comes from broker and freight. I love making money. I love building business. I love having control of my own destiny. So I broker freight because shippers value my service and I can make money doing so. Not necessarily because I love it. And what I figured out is that you don't have to love it. What you need to do is to be in a business that's making money. So now I'm sure it'll be great if you love what it is that you do, if you just couldn't wait to get out of bed to do what it is that you do every single morning. I'm sure that is wonderful, but it's not a requirement that you do so. And I think we spend a lot of time on looking for what it is that we love instead of looking for something that we can make money in. Because business is about making money. If you can make money, you can pursue your passion. If you don't make money, then you don't have a business. A business that's making money allows for you to pursue that passion that you're so in search of. So start making money, consistently make that money, and then start going after the passion that you want so badly. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I certainly hope this has been helpful. If you're interested in learning more about the freight broker business, or you want to get a good look at it to see what it's like, to see someone else doing it so that maybe you can get an idea of whether it's for you or not, check out my 5-video series. It's free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Just go over to my website at www.brandonthefreightbroker.com. Wait for the pop-up to appear, and then you'll be able to sign up for my 5-video series titled How the Load Movement Process Works. This is going to give you an up-close and personal view of actually how to move loads. You'll get the unique opportunity of looking over my shoulder as I set up loads to be moved, show you all of the paperwork involved with moving a load from point A to point B. You're going to see me talking to shippers and carriers. And then finally, I'm going to execute the load movement and get paid. That way you can take a look at it and see if it's something you can see yourself doing. Again, that website is www.brandonthefreightbroker.com. We'll leave it in the description box. Just click on that link and you'll be able to sign up for the free 5-video series. So thank you so much for your time today. I wish you the very best in your life and business. See you at the top because the bottom is much too crowded.